We have a rare full force finals on our hands. We're definitely going first, and I will keep. This hand looks great. Got a nice split of our mana. Have a good curve. Not that Consulate Skygate is, the most amazing 2-drop or anything, but does play to our game plan really well, which is to stall out. See if our opponent also decides to keep. Okay, opponent came back, and we're ready to rock. Lead with this Skygate, Windrake, and Peafowl, as planned. Wonder if our opponent is also double queued again. We may have a repeat of round 1 on our hands. Hopefully they don't scoop, though. I'd like a good finals here. We haven't had a really great deck that's made it to the finals and had some knockdown, drag-out fights all the way there yet. Not in a little while, anyways. It's been a... Ooh, how did that happen? I don't know why there's a stop on our opponent's draw. I guess that all of my incessant clicking caused it. I'm really bad for that. I have a bad habit of just clicking randomly around the table. Oh, Contraband Kingpin is such a draw. That's so good for us. What a 2-drop. Now we have a real curve. Like, Skygate was a decent curve, but it was kind of a joke. This is actually great now. Yep, I would like to scry. Wow, okay, so we have 3-drop, 4-drop, and then 4 of Glint Nest and Consulate Skygate. This is looking insane, honestly. So, Windrake it is. Just want to maximize our mana here. I don't want to play a 2-drop when I can play a 3. And in that same vein, I probably still Dukara Peafowl next turn. Because there's a good chance that I can play like Glint Nest Crane with a 3-drop or Consulate Skygate with a 3-drop if we manage to get to 5 mana. Attack with the Eager Construct. Oh, I'm still going to block. The Contraband Kingpin is here to block. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah, it's not great, but we blank our opponent's turn. We 1-for-1 on cards. Opponent's obviously just trying to be very aggressive, and anything that we can do to stall that down is probably good for us long term. Not blocking with our 1-4 lifelinker just seems like a mistake. We'll make them have it. I mean, yeah, Contraband Kingpin gets us a lot of scry, but it might not even be necessary when we end up in a game that's just trying to be this fast. So, let's go Glint Nest first, I guess. Probably better to do that. And then we go Skygate. Grab a Self-Assembler here, please. Self-Assembler would be a nice pickup. Pretty sure I play Skygate instead of Key to the City. Key's great and all, but I don't have a ton of extra lands to dump to it right now. Loot away, and I think that I want the blocker rather than another aggressive card. Opponent's really thinking about this. There's nothing they can have for 1 white that, like, shoots down our Windrake. Or does anything in response to this. I don't know what they're waiting for. They might just be, again, double queued. They kind of seem to be pausing at very weird points. And Self-Assembler. Ooh, another Skygate. Not exactly what I wanted to see. Do get to bottom 2 lands. Gear Seeker Serpent's not the card I wanted to bottom, but that's fine. Skygate it up and pass. I think that Skygate really messes with our opponent's plan. And we have the Built to Smash out of their hands, so this will just be a really good blocker. they have to expend more energy and more removal spells to kill the Sky Gates, like, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright. Another Built to Smash is fine. Like, I'll trade Built to Smash for Consulate Skygate all day. 1 damage, and we get the... Like, we trade for Built to Smash? That's fine. We're winning this race. Let's go Key to the City. If I draw more lands, then I'll want to discard them to Key to the City now. Shrewd Negotiation's not looking good here. It's unlikely that there's anything that we want to negotiate away from our opponent. They're playing a lot of little creatures, I imagine, with some Built to Smashes. We might be wrong, though. Who knows? Maybe they slam a 5 here. Salivating Gremlins. Sure. And Veteran Motorist. Yep. Vroom vroom. This thing doesn't have haste or anything. Doesn't have First Strike. So I might want to leave Glint Nest back to block it. Put a card on bottom. Put a card on top. That could get awkward. Ooh, P-Foul is good. Alright, I'm just going to attack with the Windrake and play the P-Foul. Glint Nest blocking Veteran Motorist seems great to me. Opponent can't have too much gas left. I know they put a card on top, so they're going to have something. But I think this is fine. I might actually just dump this Shrewd Negotiation too. It might be the best idea. I need to start looting through our deck. Getting to something like Self-Assembler is pretty important. Self-Assembler just blocks so well against their deck. And it's a big beater. Plus it just keeps repeating itself, obviously. A lot of advantage to playing the Self-Assembler early. Yeah, it might be the choice. Lathnu Hellion. As a card. I imagine I'm taking 4 from that. Don't think I'm ready to chump it yet. That's fine. Only around for 1 more turn. It is 8 damage, but I think we're okay with that. Key to the City. I'm gonna use it. Let's draw our extra card. Could also use Inventor's Fair, of course. Alright, got a land. And another land. Attack with just the Windrake, or do I want to attack with P-Foul as well? I'll play one of the lands. Probably want to keep looting with the key. Just thinking about what I want to do here. I think I have to... I guess I don't have to chump Lathnu Hellion. I think it's probably fine to attack with these, put our opponent to 8, and then we can chop them down in 2 quick hits from P-Foul and Windrake together. Makes a lot of sense. Means our blocks are slightly worse because the Glint Nest can't stop the Motorist. If they attack with everything, that's a bit scary. Because I don't know that I want to lose P-Foul to a Motorist. I think we'll be okay, though. I'd like to end the game fairly soon. We've got a good advantage, I don't want to push it. I want to let them get a chance to draw like a Start Your Engines or an Inspired Charge and just wreck us. Just the Hellion. Yeah, we'll take it. I don't love being at 10, but I think it's okay. Aether Torch Renegade. Which is why they didn't want to play it pre-combat. to keep their... Wow. God, man, that is a lot of gas. I was hoping they would have at least one more land. Well, hopefully we don't draw land anymore. We have drawn enough already. More than enough. Scryed a fair bit of it to the bottom, and drawn too many. Key to the City is doing its work, though. Just drawing us out of it, hopefully. There we go. That is what I wanted to see. Now we just attack with Windrake, and I play the Self-Assembler here. It means that Self-Assembler plus Windrake is lethal next turn. And we have really good blocks for a swing out. We can just chump the Lathnu Hellion with Glint Nest. And we've got great blocks everywhere else. Oval Chase Dragster. Or not. Alright. That's a very, very good draw. Yikes. 7-2. Yep. Smash team. This is a tough one. So how do we block? Can we block to live? Chump here. Skygate blocks 4. This blocks here, this blocks here. And I take a total of 3, 4, 5. They can shoot the Self-Assembler, though. So if I block here instead, and block here, they can shoot P-Foul, but it leaves everything tapped. I take 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not dead. Sure. I think we got it. All right, here we go. And dead. Whew, that was a game. So I got my wish. We had a good game. This was a close one. Almost died on that last turn. Can't imagine opponents playing a lot of lands. Their deck is insanely fast. What do I want against this opponent? I think Shrewd Negotiation has to go out. It's just too slow. Another Windrake would be okay. We definitely like Flyers. Flyers seem pretty good. Malfunction's not the worst. Blade Master might be okay. Another just on-the-ground blocker. And one that seems kind of awkward for our opponent because they never know if we have the ability to pump it up with the prowess. It's not a bad idea. Aether Meltdown's pretty good. I think that I like the Aether Meltdown more than anything. Glimmer of Genius might come out because it's just slow. Play another Malfunction or another blocker early like the... where is it? The Blade Master. So maybe the Blade Master or Weldfast or Malfunction can get in over the Glimmer of Genius. I think I want a 3-drop. So it's probably okay to play Weldfast. Another Artifact's not bad for us. Glassblowers can also come out. I guess we can play Weldfast and Blade Master or Weldfast and Malfunction. I think that's okay. Malfunction getting rid of like something like Oval Chase Dragster seems pretty decent. It's fairly likely that they have some trains like Renegade Freighter it can get rid of. Yeah, I'm good with this, I think. Our opponent's now on the play, which is terrifying with how fast their deck is. Ooh, Snapkeep. This is a great starting hand against our opponent's deck. Turn 2 Kingpin's just gotta be insane. Eager Construct. I'm less likely to block it this time after seeing so many tricks and having Aether Meltdown and Essence Extraction, which is a big difference. Malfunction. I think that I want that. We have the ability to play it on turn 4. Opponent's just going to Welding Sparks. No, last New Hellion. Yikes. Okay. Well, it only upgrades it by 2 damage because I wouldn't have blocked Eager Construct anyways this time. So we have Essence Extraction, or we can just Meltdown. I could block an Essence Extraction, but that's not great. Feel like we just pass here. Skygate plus Meltdown's a really good play at this point. I like being able to double up the turn. Taking 8's not great, but I feel like I can come back from it. Yeah, unsurprisingly, they have energy for it. But that's fine. I think that what I do here is I just Essence Extraction the Thriving Grubs to maximize our mana. I still have another removal spell, so that's fine. We can play Skygate, get to Scry. Darn. Not great, but I don't think I can bottom it, so just leave it. And now we get to melt down the Lathnu Hellion and probably gain 1 life because I can block the Contraband Kingpin. Block the Kingpin and Meltdown. I feel like this is an Aether Torch Renegade because our opponent went to tap again right away and then stopped. If the opponent wants to like double build to smash to kill our Contraband Kingpin, I'm pretty okay with that. Terror of the Fairgrounds. That's a card. Wildfast Monitor does just trade for it, so I think I'm fine with that. I get another Scry. Definite bottom. If it gets in past the Wildfast Monitor, then we'll malfunction it. Alright, Welding Sparks. Sure. Now we can malfunction. We gain back a lot of life. Oh man, another land. The good news is that we've stalled most of our opponent's game plan, and it's likely that we can gain some life back here and get some really good endgame. And we know that our endgame's a lot better than our opponent's. Dragster. Well, maybe not that good. Take 6. Yep. That's what we wanted to see. I just did that. Wow, I just clicked on it wrong. I don't know why I did too. I should have known. I need to put I should have clicked Contraband Kingpin's ability first. For some reason I thought it was always on the bottom, so I clicked on that automatically without even really looking. That was really silly. And I'm not going to just let the Scry overrule that, though. Opponent can use the whole turn with Ruinous Gremlin to kill the Self-Assembler, but that's fine. I mean, we just kind of have to let it happen. No reason to play the land and let our opponent know what's up. Eddy Trailhawk. Ooh. Flying Oval Chase Dragster is not great. And Pianalar? Uh-oh. We are suddenly in trouble. Dakara Peafowl saves us. Well, maybe. It helps. No, it doesn't really because they can just use this to make it so that this can't block. Actually kind of want Inventor's Fair. Gaining life seems great here. But we are just dead right now. See if our opponent does it right. All they have to do is attack the Eddy Trail, fly it, and then shoot the Pia. Or just use Ruinous Gremlin to kill the Dakara Peafowl. Either way. Gotta use Pia in response, right? No? What is going on here? They're letting this happen? Now they Ruinous Gremlin? Okay. Yeah, because it's a trample. Sure, that's fine. There's a bunch of ways they could have done that. Either way makes sense, I guess. Just a little slower. Gives us more chance, so I guess that's slight value for our opponent. Making us think that we have a chance is always a little bit of extra value, I guess. Opponent's deck is very sick. Very, very good deck. It's a tough one. I think we've done the best that we can for sideboarding, so we're just going to go to game 3. I don't really need another Windrake. I just have to deal with Oval Chase Dragster another way. Something like Glintnest Crane. If I'd left back the Contraband Kingpin that one turn, we'd be so much better off. I've learned the lesson, I guess. Don't get aggressive at all. I was hoping to gain a little bit of life back, and that was hopefully going to make the difference. That's what I was thinking, but as it turns out, I don't think it was worth it. So I have to say, win or lose here, this has been a great match. It's a really interesting contest between these two decks. Like, their deck is very, very fast. Our deck is quite slow. But what's really cool is that our deck is actually well designed for... Oh, sorry about that. Just a little bit of a catch in my throat. But our deck is really well designed to counter their deck. Like, we did a good job of trying to lock up the early game with the Consulate Skygates and stuff. So it's nice to see a plan come together where we actually have game against a very, very fast deck. A very good, very fast deck. It's nice that that's working for us, because these decks can often fall flat on their faces by just being too slow and not having the interaction for a deck like theirs. This is going great, though. Like, our deck is really well situated against what's happening. I don't know that we'll win, but it's a real even contest, and I don't think that's always the case. I have to bottom that. I just need to draw lands here. Key to the City is looking pretty awkward. I might throw away Tidy Conclusion. It's really tough to. I think we just wait. Another land is great. One more and we're gold. If we can get another land here, I don't know how we lose this game, honestly. Especially with our opponent missing. Alright, well, they did get their mountain. And Welding Sparks. Gross. Fine. At least we do still have Self-Assembler if we can draw land after this. That is an unfortunate draw. I think here I can discard the Serpent to the Key to the City and then use Aether Meltdown and draw in the next turn. Although I guess that I just Aether Meltdown now. I don't have a lot that I can draw that I can't play. So just take the risk and not discard. Maybe. Key to the City is not the best against this opponent because we're not very aggressive. Opponent still has 6 cards in hand too because of how little mana they have to play. Big advantage of these kinds of decks. I wish you could just pay the 2 immediately. Be so much better. Spire side. Ugh. I'm gonna just wait. Okay, that's not great, but I'll accept it. We can return the Spire side, and that's good enough for me. Hopefully draw, like, Scry into a land. The Scry is pretty great. And it's a nice tempo play. We're not taking too much damage here. I mean, just 1. And once we get self-assemblers online, I feel real good about the game. So block the gear shift ace. And select. I'm waiting for a built to smash. We know our opponent has at least 2. There we go. Now I just chain together self-assemblers and feel good. Terror of the Fairgrounds. Ugh, that is annoying. I might actually just tidy conclusion that. Heck, let's just get rid of it. Suppose I could have Gear Seekered. Feel like it's fairly likely their opponent has like a built to smash in hand though, and I don't want to trade off the Gear Seeker for that. Alright, so self-assembler or Gear Seeker? I think we get Gear Seeker first. Sky Whaler shot. Man, our opponent's deck is just gas. So good. And a Ruinous Gremlin. Wow. Their deck is insane. I thought we had a really good start, and we're still just getting trounced here. I mean, this is a tough match. This is a very, very tough match. Now I wish I'd discarded. I guess I can self-assembler and then discard, and I know that I can Essence Extraction and draw next turn, though. So that's pretty good. Opponent kills our self-assembler, which is not great. Yep. And more gas. Ugh. Stop it, opponent, please. I can't handle all this. It's too much. So we're taking 5 down to 7. It's gonna be tough. I think I'm still okay with this. Play the land or not play the land? I'm going to want a self-assembler next turn. I'll want to use the Key to the City again eventually. But I think I can probably try and drop multiple cards in a turn. So I'll play the land here and pass. Obviously Essence Extraction. Maybe should have just done it on our opponent's turn so they can't build to smash us. I just want to see if there's something else I want to kill. Man, PNLR now. Opponent's deck is just humming away. That's for sure. Before attacks, I need to kill that. Because once it's an attacking creature, they can build to smash, and then I'd for sure die. And I'm not in great shape if they have built to smash, no matter what happens, but... feel like that's slightly better at least. And it sucks because I have to kill the 4/3. I can't kill Pia and Kieran. Can't kill Spire Side. Opponent's deck is just humming along. And they have Veteran Motorist. Wow. Yeah. These are some insane draws. This is a very good game. I'm not mad about losing. Our opponent's deck is very strong. And we gave a run for our money. I mean, we did try it. We did try it as hard as we could. I think we did a pretty good job. We are just dead now, unfortunately. Our opponent drew very hot. I mean, this is absurd. Even with how good their deck is, this is still a great draw. But our opponent's deck is made to take advantage of these kinds of things. Wow. Yeah, alright. Kind of unnecessary. We're already just dead on board. I guess that we do have mana for a Select for Inspection. I think that even with Select, we're still very, very, very dead, though. And this is just an absurd amount of value. Okay, now the opponent's just trying to rub it in our faces. Yeah, because they're even... Yeah, like, there's just no reason for this. Kind of rude. Thought we had a really good game. I don't think they needed to do that and just try and rub it in. But, hey, I mean, it was a great match. We did pretty well, made it to the finals. I thought our deck was good. We did really well with it, so I can't complain too much. Like I said, we gave a real run for our money, our opponent's money here. Like, against a deck as strong as this was, that our deck had any chance is pretty great. And against their draws, too. I mean, we had a real game here. We were one turn off from really just, like, if they didn't have one turn of an insane draw, like just not dropping Pia and Kieran plus Veteran Motorist last turn, then honestly, we're in pretty good shape. We can just play another self-assembler and we're probably okay. And then it's very hard for our opponent to get past a bunch of self-assemblers. In any case, I did like this deck. It was a lot of fun. And I think that blue-black is a pretty good place to be. Blue is weaker, but the nice part about the blue-black deck, this deck was total opposite of what I thought the strategy would be. So maybe I'm just underestimating blue, but I think that normally you're going to want to have like a lot of artifacts and black cards. Going to get like the black artifact matters, commons, things like Foundry Screecher and Dund Operative. And then you can rely on the really powerful blue uncommons a lot of people don't take because blue tends to be open with it being a weaker color. People are really underdrafting blue right now, though, so that might have been why we managed to go so heavy into blue and still have a good deck. It's just the simple fact that it might be a shift in the meta where it's okay to play a lot of heavy blue because people just won't take it and you'll be the only person that gets the cards. And if that's the case, blue's not like Battle for Zendikar. Blue's not so bad that you don't need to take blue. Blue can be very strong. We saw it here. Blue took us to the finals, and it was quite good. So, in any case, I hope you guys all enjoyed this full force draft, and I will be back again, not next week, because we have our big charity event. If you guys haven't checked that out, you should totally check it out at tiltify.com/pickle challenge fall edition. There's dashes between each of those words at the end. So, tiltify.com, pickle challenge fall edition. And you can check it out on my Twitter. I'll put up information all on there. We've got a ton of great special guests, so I'd love to see all of you guys tune in for that. We're raising money for Doctors Without Borders, so it'll be a really great thing. We're going to have a great cause to raise money for, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm playing for up to 60 hours straight of just Magic. We're going to have a ton of special guests, ton of special events, tons of things to give away to donors. All sponsored by Newmont Gaming and Ink Gaming. I'm trying to get an exclusive playmat made, so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff with that. We'll be back the week after this, and we'll have another poll from then on. And so if you guys want to check out the poll as well and vote for what we do next in Kaladesh Full Force, then you can follow me at IlyonMTG on Twitter. And I will see you not next week. Hopefully next week for the charity, but 2 weeks from now. All right, see you later. Or like Chandra's Pyre Helix would be really bad. Okay. Please don't have anything. It seemed like they haven't had anything for the last little while, so I'm hoping that's the case.